Today I had a very, very interesting session. And, most sessions don't go perfect, but I found a little perfection in today because I just enjoyed myself. And I had a coach that told me a long time ago that if you just enjoy yourself, you will throw far. That's a hard thing to wrap your head around, right? Because you're so focused on throwing far, you're so focused on doing this or doing that, and you lose sight of why you're even the fuck out here. And for whatever reason today, I could focus on I was just out here. I was out here. The weather wasn't perfect. I was a little chilly. I had the hoodie on. I was hoodie mellow, if you will. Not hoodie mellow, but I was just in the lab and I was throwing. And, not every throw went perfect. Not every throw went as succinct as I wanted to go. But, I very much so enjoyed it. The whole process of throwing is you just get better one step at a time. And I think that's with life, right? Just one day at a time, you get better, just incrementally, right? And we all want, and even today, I was thinking about the distance or what have you. But halfway through this practice, I started fucking dancing. I just started fucking dancing and enjoying myself. And, there's something to be said about that because I enjoy coming out here. I don't need to have music. I'm going to have a good time regardless. I know that for a fact now. And it took me a long time to get to that point to where it doesn't matter good or bad. You already drove here or you already walked here or wherever the fuck I came from. You're already here. You might as well get something out of it. And even if that something is simply being outside and enjoying the elements and enjoying just being out there. I think that's something that gets lost in the hammer throw, right? Because you're so focused on distance and throwing far and doing all the right things that you lose track of the fact that, hey, if everybody want to be out here throwing, then everybody will be out here throwing. But that's not the reason. You're not out here for any one reason. You're out here just to motherfucking enjoy yourself. And that's a lot easier said than done. But I took some good hammer throws today. I mean, this is one of the larger sessions of the week, and I got a lot done. Not every throw was perfect, but it was an improvement from the other days, especially when I've been throwing at night. It's been a little bit tougher for me over the last couple sessions, but, this session I got to throw during the day, and I was able to put a couple of them together pretty decently. And that doesn't mean that I threw for far. That doesn't mean that I was perfect or by any means or stretch of the imagination. That just means that I got something done. And the lens, the follicle that you look through any session or any lift, if you're a bodybuilder out there or anything, the follicle that you look through what you were doing and what you got accomplished, whether you felt good, whether your girl broke up with you, whether you felt like shit or anything like that, the follicle that you look through what you did has 100% to do with your mindset and the results you're going to be able to produce. Because if you look at it negatively, that I didn't get this done or that done or what have you, it got late, or I didn't have enough food in me. I tried to caffeine my way through the workout, which that's a whole nother conversation. I tried to caffeine my way through the workout. That's a whole nother fucking conversation. But what did you accomplish? And did you find some solace in what you accomplished? Because you could be dead and you could have not accomplished shit. You could have not accomplished shit, but you got something done today, right? And you have to look at what you got done today. You have to take note of it, and then you look at tomorrow. I want to get this done, that done, and then improve on it. Improve on your optimal. Maybe you need to go to sleep earlier. Maybe you need to get some food in your stomach. Maybe you need to do X, Y, Z, and W. But there's always something to be learned from any session. Even when you scratch throws, or it's not a perfect throw or anything like that, there's always something. So today I was I was vibing. I was just vibing, and there should always be a vibe check, and there should always be a mental check of, okay, maybe I'm not throwing extra far or what have you, but I'm putting together good throws. And that was kind of my mindset today as I got down the stretch. And even when I got tired, I was still putting together some decent throws, and they were going right down the sector. And what is there to be mad about? I got to come out here. I had to change my oil in the car earlier today, and that was a little bit of a farce, obviously, a little bit of a stressful thing. But I changed my oil, got in the car, drove out here. Just the little things, man. It's all to the little fucking things. And it's so much fucking easier said than done. It is so much fucking easier said than done. But it's just appreciating those smaller things and the finer things in life that propel you, or that can keep you going, instead of you focused on you not being where you're at, or you not having accomplished what you want to accomplish. Whatever. Who cares? Let's dance. And just enjoy the moment. Enjoy the moment. Because the journey is a lot more enjoyable than the destination. And I say that because it's a constant reminder of that fact, that if I was there already, would I still be out here? Maybe, maybe not. Conversation for a different day. No. I enjoy the journey of the hard lifts, the hard workouts, the hard throwing sessions, the hard everything. Because if it was easy, everybody would do it. That's just the fucking bottom line about it. So, got in here, took some good throws. The entry, I kind of was able to refine the entry to something decent. Earlier in the session, I bumped the ground a couple times, and I think that almost, it's almost the same thing with being rejected from a girl, right? You're like, oh, I don't want to talk to any more girls or whatever, blah, blah, blah. I'm done. But it didn't mean a bad thing. It just meant that I hit the ball with the fucking ground. And there's something in my throw that I need to correct. And I took enough throws today, and I fought through that. And I will pat myself on the back that I fought through that to get to a better place. And that is easier said than done, because that's, especially when the ball and I was taking good throws. I was in great orbit and everything else, especially when you feel it going right and you hit the ball hits the ground. That doesn't mean that you're wrong. That doesn't mean that you're wrong, or that you're out of it, or that you're, anything. It just means that you got a little tweak to do, or a little refinement here or there. So that's something that I'm trying to keep in the back of my brain. And it's easier said than done, obviously. But you have to keep perspective. Keep perspective and keep fucking going. That's the only fucking solution. Because every day is not going to be your best distance. Every day is not going to be your best lift. Every day is not going to be fucking perfect. But you have to keep showing up. You have to keep showing up. And earlier in the week, there was a day that I only took 10 throws, and I'm still glad that I took those 10 throws because I still got some cliff notes and I still got some information from me taking those throws of what I was doing wrong and what I was doing right. One of the biggest things right now is staying square, working through the middle of the ring, right? Which some of you guys might not understand that, and some of you may understand that, but it doesn't really matter. You have to stay centered through the ring, and I've kind of fallen off. I sometimes when I throw, I fall off because I'm trying to get too much and trying to do too much with the throw. And with that being said, I have to throw my throw. You have to do what you have to do. You have to figure out what helps you get to your goals quicker, sooner than later, and what keeps you in. And also in that same statement, the things that keep you going, right? The things that help you propel into the next session. Because I think we get so focused on I need to get XYZ done, blah 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 blah, and maybe you don't even like XYZ. Maybe you need to figure out what X and Y is that you really really like to do that will keep you fucking going versus trying to do everything at one time. That's a hard thing to learn. It's a really really hard thing to learn, but you learn it, you apply it, and it keeps you moving. So there's a lot that I learned, and this was really really 30-40 throws today. This was really really enjoyable session. Really really enjoyable. I really can't complain. So, but that's just all I got. You guys already know what the deal is. Run on your toes, keep your mouth closed, lock your doors, and save your throats. Most importantly, let it fight another day. I'm going to get out of here.